Is Canada breaking away from the US? Canada's new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, has just made a major statement without saying a word. His first foreign trip didn't take him to Washington, as tradition would suggest. Instead, he flew straight to Paris and London. This move has sent shockwaves through the global political scene. So what's really going on? Is Canada pulling away from its long-standing alliance with the US? And why are the UK and France suddenly playing such a big role in Canada's future? A shift in Canada's foreign policy. For decades, Canada has been the US's closest ally, economically, militarily, and diplomatically. But tensions have been rising. New tariffs imposed by the US on Canadian steel, aluminum, and agricultural products have frustrated Ottawa. The Carney administration sees these trade restrictions as a direct economic attack. And that's not all. Canada's participation in the US-led F-35 fighter jet program is now under scrutiny, a feature that could allegedly allow the US to disable the jets remotely. This has raised serious national security questions. If Canada spends billions on these jets, Carney's meetings with French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer weren't just symbolic, they were strategic. Economic diversification. Carney is pushing to reduce Canada's dependence on the US market. By strengthening trade ties with the European Union and the UK, Canada hopes to build alternative markets for its energy, automotive, and agricultural exports. Defense partnerships. With uncertainty surrounding the F-35 program, Canada is exploring other options. Reports suggest that Carney held private discussions with European defense companies about potential fighter jet alternatives. Sovereignty and Arctic security. The melting Arctic ice caps are opening new trade routes, and both Canada and the US have competing interests in the region. This European outreach isn't just about trade, it's about redefining Canada's global position. How will the US respond? Washington is watching closely. If Canada cuts defense ties and shifts trade toward Europe and Asia, the US could retaliate with even tougher tariffs. Some analysts believe that a full-blown trade war between the two countries is now a real possibility. At the same time, Carney's approach is popular at home. Many Canadians support the idea of reducing reliance on the US, especially after years of unpredictable trade policies. What's next? Carney's bold diplomatic shift raises big questions. Will Canada fully commit to Europe as a primary economic and defense partner? Will the F-35 controversy push Canada toward European-made fighter jets? One thing's for sure, Canada is making moves and the world is watching. Is Canada right to step away from the US? Or is this a dangerous gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates on global politics.